Guys, I want y'all to know just how idiotic some of these freaking far left progressives are. They, you see, all last year they have been promoting that police officers are so evil that they should be getting rid of in general. They would say freaking. I'm pretty sure AOC said that the freaking streets would look like the suburbs if there was no police officers in the first place. Boy, did that backfire heavily. She's saying like the whole freaking progressive left wing socialist mob in general is saying defund the police, dismantle the police. Some police officers got fired. Some police officers quit, and crime went up heavily in left-wing liberal cities. Freaking Chicago and St. Louis, Missouri, and St. Louis are dangerous enough with the police as is. But these freaking left-wing liberal idiots still claim to promote that if we cut the budget from the police department, or if some police officers just up and left, the cities will be a lot more safer. And a lot of us see the numbers. Some of us are actually seeing the numbers of how that is completely untrue and stupid and miraculous. The same people that say dismantle the police are the same ones who are hiring private security, like Corey Bush, Ilhan Omar, the brother effer, and AOC, who pay over $100,000 for private security. Same thing with a lot of these freaking politicians out here, that was promoting defund the police or dismantle the police last year in 2020 during the whole George Floyd thing. They were saying, dismantle the police. But then when some cities actually did it, like freaking Portland, opportunists, criminal opportunists, they went in and cashed in that check, and it let people like freaking Ted Wheeler look like a freaking dumbass appeasing to the woke mob, and the majority of black people don't even want to defund the police. It's just a small portion that actually wanted to defund the police. But now that people are seeing how wrong that freaking movement was, they now want to bring back some police officers. Prime example: the freaking chick Ilhan Omar, who had the nerve to say, who had the nerve to come out to say that crime is skyrocketing because in Minneapolis because police refuse to do their job. But then here's a video of Ilhan Omar from last year. Let's go ahead and watch that clip together.
No one is saying crimes will not be investigated. No one is saying that we are not going to have proper response when community members are in danger. What we are saying is the current infrastructure that exists as policing in our city should not exist anymore.
So you heard it right there, first people, right there when she was on CNN. See, the internet is such a beautiful place. The internet, with all its hardships and all its the horror on the internet really is a beautiful place. Social media is a beautiful place because, especially when it comes to cancel culture, when they look for 10-year-old tweets in order to get a rise out of somebody, literally having nothing better to do except be on Twitter all damn day. But this was nothing but a simple click. Ilhan Omar police and this showed up. She is advocating. She right here is advocating for getting rid of the police in general. This was her last year. Let's keep on watching the video.
And we can't go about creating a different process with the same infrastructure in place. And so dismantling it and then looking at what funding priorities should look like as we reimagine a new way forward.
So it's dismantle first, ask questions later. That's what she's doing right now. Dismantling the police first, ask questions later. And now look at Minneapolis and Portland. Now look. Don't y'all look stupid?
is what needs to happen. And that is truly why you have 13 members unanimously on a city council vote to start this process.
So, Minneapolis, the crime went up at the freaking Ted Wheeler. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Portland, but Minneapolis defended the police department. New York City defunded the police department, and crime skyrocketed because officers are either being fired, they're quitting because nobody has their back. I can understand that if you're being asked to do a job, but then the people who told you to do that job and told you to do that job in the first place don't have your back. What do you think's gonna happen? Of course they're gonna quit. But here's Ilhan Omar right now. This is from the Post Millennial. Ilhan Omar blames cops for spiking violent crime in Minneapolis after advocating for defunding the police. See, not for real, guys. Last year, yeah, guys. So that was Ilhan Omar last year saying, yeah, we gotta dismantle the police. We gotta get rid of the police in general. But now, here is her after the defund the police movement is pushing Hispanic and black voters away because a lot of black people and Hispanic people out here are saying, yes, we do need the police. We just need better training. The progressives just took it to a whole nother level. Now, here's a freaking Ilhan Omar right now.
What we must also recognize is that the reduction in policing currently in our city and the lawlessness that is happening is due to two things. One, the police have chosen to not fulfill their oath of office.
You put them in that position. You and the far left idiots put them in that position to not want to do their damn jobs, because if they do one thing wrong, the whole police department is under fire. So whose fault is that? Whose fault is that, Ilhan Omar? It's your fault. It's AOC's fault. It's Nancy Pelosi's fault. It's the whole freaking defund the police false movement. Y'all wanted this. Y'all got it, but y'all still bitching. This is y'all.
And to provide the public safety they are owed to the citizens they serve.
No, they are not owed nothing. They're not. You guys are not owed protection. Just because the government says they gotta do this job doesn't mean they gotta do it and then not have no backup. That's what it comes down to. You can't just send one person into a freaking bank robbery and just expect that one person to do the whole job unless they're John Wick, which is not possible because nobody can really be Keanu Reeves. Nobody can be Keanu Reeves. Nobody.
Right, it's documented. But even before that, it was documented. The Minneapolis Police Department is the most dysfunctional police department in our state and probably in the country.
That's why they're working away, because even after you're saying they need to do their jobs, you still trash talking them. Yet you still expect them to just do their jobs, to say, yeah, we'll do whatever you say, even though you pretty much screwed us all freaking last year. We still gonna do what the hell you want. That was you. Seriously, man, the audacity of some of these freaking idiots.
The second part is that there has to be accountability and someone that is actually taking responsibility for what the police does and doesn't do.
That would be the politicians, because the politicians are the ones who are not pushing like police reform. They're not the ones pushing for better training. They're not the ones doing all that. That's on for real. The politicians, the mayor, the city council, the president of the United States. That's all on them. You're part of Congress, Ilhan Omar. So you're part of that problem.
And that doesn't exist.
What the hell just happened?
In this moment. And I do believe.
Okay, so we had a brief pause right there. I don't know what the hell happened. Sorry about that, guys.
Doesn't exist in this moment. And I do believe that the current charter that we have does tie the hands of those who want to have that accountability. Because we are mandated to have a specific amount of policing. We are mandated to, have the kind of police union contract that we have right now. I don't know any other big city in the state of Minnesota that has the charter that we have. It just doesn't exist.
So you really trying to tell me that Portland is not worse? You really trying to tell me that St. Louis is not worse? Chicago is not worse? You really trying to say Minneapolis is the top city for freaking violent crime? Hey, Omar, this is your state. People elected you. I don't know why the hell they elected you in the first place. Probably because they was more worried about virtue signaling than actual policies that might help out. But no. They hired you just because you say, "Oh, I'm a person of color. Vote for me." Like that's an actual reason to vote for somebody. So, but guys, yes, you heard it here first, right? You heard it here first. These freaking progressive idiots that are now saying like, "Yo, we do need the police," even though all last year they was advocating to defund it, dismantle it, demilitarize it, this and that. But now all of a sudden that they realize that crime is spiking up. Their very own voter base is leaving them. Black and Hispanic voter base, the white suburban women voter base is moved away from them. Now they realize that yes, they do need the police. You ain't see this last year because as soon as the freaking riots of last year started, crime was going up and it's still going up. Freaking California is a grade A shithole because of these freaking progressive policies. For real, people are moving away from California, moving to Texas. Even though they say Texas is the most horrible place to be right now. Texas, Florida, all these freaking blue state people moving to freaking red states, trying to turn them blue. Come on, guys. People gotta be smarter than this. You can't say defund the police and then when police officers get fired or quit, crime is spiking. You got the freaking surprise Pikachu face. Tell me this is all a dream, because I gotta be dreaming right now to even see a stupid clip like this from Ilhan Omar and AOC. Talk about we don't need the freaking police, we don't need security, but they freaking hiring private security. AOC that spend $100,000 on freaking private security. No, I'm sorry, $53,000 on private security. Probably a little bit more than that. She talked about the freaking the regular people don't need the police. Even though, hey, I'm not saying this is not a saying I need it, because I got protection. Okay, I'm good. But for people who need it more than I do, they do need it. Which is why when people say, "Oh, do this whole stupid argument," "Oh, what has the police done for me?" I never say it was for me. There are people who need it more than I do. Okay. It's for people who actually need the police at this certain moment, not me, somebody else. So when people do the whole what has the police done for you lately? Just say, bro, it's not for me at the moment. It's for people who actually need it right now as we speak. So can we at least have an actual conversation about why the police officers are not want to do their job? Because they're being thrown under the bus when they're asked to do something. So now you got less people applying for as a police officer, deputies, freaking homicide. You got freaking police officers who are retiring early because of of these freaking government BS that's going on. This whole progressive BS. But guys, I'm just one opinion, all right? I'm just one opinion. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If you guys know what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I will see you next one. Peace.